Hi everyone, welcome to the Merits Health Savings Account or HSA overview. In this video, I'll be giving you an overview of the Health Savings Account or HSA we offer to Merits employees who are enrolled in the Merits Medical Plan. The HSA has been administered by Discovery Benefits, but since WEX Health Inc. recently purchased Discovery, all communications will now be sent under the WEX name instead of Discovery. The member website has also changed to benefitslogin.wexhealth.com. If you elect coverage under the medical plan, you will need to enroll in the health savings account, even if you don't want to make additional contributions of your own, so you'll receive the HSA contributions from Merits to help you pay for out-of-pocket health care costs that aren't paid by insurance. If you don't want to contribute your own money, just enter 0 in the appropriate box. Merits will make a contribution to the HSA for each employee enrolled in the medical plan. The amount contributed each calendar year will depend on the number of full calendar quarters during the year you are enrolled and the coverage tier that you elect. The Merits contribution to your HSA account will be made on the first paycheck of each calendar quarter. Funds are deposited into your account within 2 business days after the payday to which each quarterly contribution applies. Refer to the chart on this slide for the schedule of contribution dates and amounts. There will be a retroactive contribution made for any new hire or mid-year status change entered within the first 31-day enrollment window, but after the regular scheduled quarterly contributions have been processed. Any new enrollments with effective dates after the first day of a calendar quarter will not be eligible for a Merits contribution for that quarter. If you're enrolling in the plan for the first time, a bank account will be opened for you with WEX Health Inc., the company that administers our HSA. You'll need to pass a U.S. Patriot Act identity verification process, which is a legal requirement for all new bank accounts opened in the U.S. There is nothing you need to do initially. The process happens automatically behind the scenes when WEX opens your HSA account. If any information Merit sends to WEX, as we show it listed in Workday, doesn't match the information in the government database for you, WEX will send an email asking you to send them additional documentation to satisfy the identity verification process. For example, if your last name doesn't match the last name they have on file for your Social Security number, they will ask you to send them a copy of your Social Security card. If you haven't successfully passed the identity verification process within 60 days after your bank account is opened, the account will be closed and any funds deposited to your account will be returned. So it's very important for you to respond quickly to any of these notifications you get from them. A very important note for you to remember is that the IRS does not allow you to receive or make HSA contributions if you, the employee, are also covered on another plan that is not a high-deductible plan, such as Medicare, which includes Part A, or a PPO or HMO plan. If you have coverage under both the Merits Medical Plan and another medical plan that is not a high-deductible plan, notify the Benefits Department at 636-827-4088 immediately to determine if you are eligible to have a health savings account. If your spouse is enrolled on your medical plan but also has coverage that is not a high-deductible plan, that doesn't limit your ability to contribute to your HSA account up to the family limit. However, if your spouse participates in the Healthcare Flexible Spending Account, FSA, you are not eligible to participate in the Merits Health Savings Account unless the spouse's FSA is a limited purpose FSA, which is one that can only be used for dental and vision expenses, not medical. Although you may not be intending to submit claims for your own expenses to your spouse's FSA, the fact that you are eligible to do so makes you ineligible to participate in the HSA with Merits per the IRS. If you will become eligible for Medicare coverage and intend to remain on the Merits Medical Plan, you must decline all parts of Medicare, including Part A, which is free to most people. Medicare may tell you that you are required to start taking Part A, but that is not true. If you don't waive all parts of Medicare, you must notify the Benefits Department so we can waive your HSA. If you're enrolled in a health savings account or HSA, you also have the ability to make pre-tax contributions in addition to the Merits contributions paid to the account. This means you must be enrolled in the Merits Medical Plan in order to make employee contributions to the HSA. This is a great way to lower your out-of-pocket costs by paying for expenses with pre-tax dollars. The maximum IRS limits are shown on this slide. This includes both employer and employee contributions combined. If you will be 55 or over in the next calendar year, you are eligible to contribute an additional $1,000 per calendar year, which is referred to as the catch-up provision. You have to have at least one family member enrolled in the Merits Medical Plan in order to contribute up to the family limit. However, if you enroll in employee-only medical coverage, you have the option to use your HSA funds towards expenses of family members who are not enrolled in the Merits Medical Plan. Another thing to note is that the employee contributions to the HSA are available for use as they're paid into the account. The full annual election is not available on January 1st. You can make changes to your elections at any time during the year. You aren't required to have a qualified change in status like you do on other benefit plans. You would make that change in Workday by selecting the benefits application and following the prompts to complete your change. You also have the ability to increase contributions in anticipation of upcoming procedures or services to make funds available earlier in the year if you want. If you want to pay a one-time lump sum into your account out of one paycheck, but Workday won't let you make that change because it thinks that you will do that increased amount all year and exceed the IRS maximum allowed, contact the Benefits Department at 636-827-6120 to have the change made manually for you. You also have the ability to file a claim for payment or reimbursement later in the year once more funds have accumulated in the account. The employee chooses which expenses are paid with HSA funds. You may wish to use them for medical or prescription expenses applied to the medical plan deductible or for dental or vision expenses. The decision is yours. WEX will send you a debit card to use as an easy and convenient way to pay for your out-of-pocket expenses. You can present the card to the local pharmacy to pay for prescriptions or to the eye doctor for your portion of vision expenses. You can also enter the card number on the Express Scripts website to have your costs of mail order prescriptions paid directly from your HSA account. Or you can write the HSA debit card number on the remittance copy of the bill you receive from your medical or dental provider and mail back to the provider, or call their office to give them the debit card information to pay for your expenses from your HSA funds. We recommend that you wait to pay for medical and dental expenses until the insurance company has processed the claim and calculated your portion of the expense, instead of paying at time of service with your HSA debit card. This will prevent paying more than you owe from your HSA account. If you do pay at time of service, carefully review the explanation of benefits statement you receive from the insurance company after they've processed the claim to ensure you paid the exact amount owed and haven't had too much deducted from your HSA. If you have, ask the provider to credit your HSA debit card to refund the difference to your account. Replacement or additional debit cards for you or a family member can be ordered online on the WEX member website. If this is the first year you are in the HSA account, a debit card will automatically be mailed to you in late December once your HSA bank account has been opened. In addition to paying for your portion of expenses with your HSA debit card, you also have the option to go to the benefitslogin.wexhealth.com website and enter a claim to have a check sent by WEX directly to a provider or directly to you if you have already paid and need to be reimbursed. There is no documentation required to validate HSA claims. However, you must keep receipts in case of an IRS audit. You are solely responsible for ensuring you are submitting expenses that are eligible and for keeping records of all supporting documentation. If you're not yet enrolled in the HSA, go to www.irs.gov and search for Publication 502. If you have already enrolled and have an existing HSA account, go to the WEX Health website for a list of eligible expenses. There is no deadline to submit HSA claims, so you can submit requests for payment or reimbursement at any time in the future, as long as the bank account remains open and funds are available. The only restriction is that the service dates have to be incurred after the date the account was opened and funded. Once your HSA balance reaches $1,000, you have the option to invest any funds over that $1,000 balance and use this account as a savings vehicle. There are approximately 25 different mutual fund options to choose from through WEX, the HSA provider. Visit benefitslogin.wexhealth.com for more information. If you have HSA funds remaining in your account at the end of the calendar year, the balance will roll over to the next year.
You never lose those funds. You're the owner of this bank account, which means if you later drop your Merits medical coverage or leave the company, the bank account and any remaining balance stays with you and is yours to keep. If you still have questions after watching this video, call WEX at 866-451-3399 or the Merits Benefits Department at benefits@merits.com or 636-827-4088.